Imagine talking to your friend about your previous job and why you left it. And now imagine speaking about the same thing but with your new employer. Are there any changes in your way of speaking? We change the way we talk depending on the person we are talking to, but we don't always make the same adjustments when we write to different audiences. People are different. Writing that resonates with some people doesn't with others. Before you begin writing, you need to know who you are writing for and decide what voice you want to tap into to connect with this audience. Easier said than done, but don't worry, even though people are different, they can be classified. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 types of reader personalities that you can tailor your content and your message to. Let's dive in. Hi there, my name is Katerina. I wrote a book called From Reads to Leads. It provides a roadmap to succeeding with content. The first part of this book is called Content is for the Reader, and it talks about different strategies for understanding your readers and writing content that appeals to them. In this video, we are going to talk about one of these strategies. But before we go any further, I'll just remind you to subscribe to this channel. Every week I share useful insights and tips on content marketing and writing with writers, marketers, and business owners. You don't want to miss them. Here is the truth about content writers. Content writers focus too much on the content itself and not enough on how they deliver it. Lots of content ends up nowhere because writers fail to communicate information in a way that persuades their readers to take action. The thing is, different people are interested in different things. Content that works with some people won't work with others. But you can be much more persuasive if you determine the personality type of your readers and then tailor your arguments to their decision-making style. If you work in B2B industry, you most likely target executives with your content. Gary Williams and Robert Miller did a research where they analyzed decision-making styles of more than 1,600 executives in a range of industries. They wanted to know how those people make decisions. While their findings are more applicable to sales, knowing general characteristics of different decision-making styles can help you tailor your content and your messaging to your audience. According to Williams and Miller, people fall into 5 types of personalities: charismatics, thinkers, skeptics, followers, and controllers. Let's look at these categories from the point of view of a content writer, so you could better understand how to adapt your writing to different types of personalities. Charismatics focus on new ideas. Charismatics like new ideas. They are goal-getters, emotional, impatient, goal-oriented, and competitive. Because they're emotional, they want to get to the point fast, and if they don't, they quickly lose interest and move to something else. When writing to charismatics, cut to the chase. Start with the most relevant and important information and communicate it in a simple and straightforward way. Sell the big picture and focus on emotional benefits. Use a conversational tone of voice. Move forward quickly and don't repeat yourself. Be bold when presenting your arguments and tie them to bottom-line results. Use facts to support your arguments and prove that whatever you have to say makes good commercial sense. Use visuals such as images, tables, infographics. Charismatics process the world visually, so make sure you include visuals in your content. Words to use when speaking to charismatics: results, proven, actions, show, watch, look, bright, easy, clear, focus. And now, here is an example of copy that might appeal to charismatics. Great things happen when business and IT define and solve problems together. Here is how to make the shift and deliver results. Thinkers persuade through data. The toughest type of reader. Thinkers are really hard to persuade unless you sound intelligent, logical, and even academic. If new ideas are key to charismatics' heart, data is key to the thinkers. Thinkers are cynical and won't believe unsubstantiated arguments. To make a decision, they need lots of market data, customer surveys, and case studies so they could look at the situation from every angle and calculate the risks. They seek security through data. When writing to thinkers, use data to grab their attention. Present as many facts and figures as possible, but make sure you also explain where this data comes from and what methodology was used to gather and assess it. Highlight the pros and cons of different options supporting your arguments with, you guessed it, data. Avoid generalizations and cite data for every claim you make. Address possible questions and rebuttals to your arguments throughout your text. Thinkers don't like risks, so if you want to persuade them to try a new solution, you need to prove that it's a low-risk opportunity. Saving time and money is in their best interest. Words that might capture the thinker's attention. Quality, academic, think, numbers, make sense, intelligent, plan, expect, competition, prove. And now here's an example of a sentence that might appeal to thinkers. According to Grand View research, by 2025, the IoT healthcare market could generate $534,000 billion globally. Skeptics establish trust. Highly suspicious of everyone and everything, skeptics question all information they receive. Like thinkers, skeptics believe things that come from reputable sources, but earning their trust is hard. They're self-absorbed and have big egos. To earn the trust of skeptics, you want to make them feel like they already know whatever you have to say and you're not helping them figure it out. When writing to skeptics, start by establishing credibility. You can do that by presenting data, facts, and figures like you did when writing to thinkers, by referring to somebody similar to them or to companies similar to theirs, by showing that you've been endorsed from somebody they trust, and by demonstrating that you have specific experience in the topic you're writing about. When writing to skeptics, don't be abstract. Make your arguments as concrete as possible and ground them in the real world. Words to use when writing to a skeptic: feel, grasp, power, action, suspect, trust, agreeable, demand, disrupt. Let's look at how you can earn the skeptic's trust by speaking about your experience. There is a ton of advice on how to sell online. Some of this advice comes from people who have never sold a thing. I started selling online back in 2000. At that time, e-commerce was only starting to grow. I dove in head first, and within a couple of years, I was selling hundreds of products on eBay every day. Followers emphasize case studies. Followers want to be innovative, but they also need to feel safe. They can never be early adopters because they are afraid of making mistakes and need to be confident about their decisions. This type of reader is a common representative of a large enterprise where executives don't make rash decisions and only agree to something if they've seen it done somewhere else. When writing to a follower, start with examples of leading brands and big corporations that have already moved in a given direction and succeeded. Focus on proven methods. Case studies, testimonials, references are your weapons of persuasion. While presenting your solution, you want to make it seem safe, trusted, and proven, but you also want to make followers think like these solutions are new and leading edge. This will help you appeal to their desire to be innovative. Words to use to appeal to followers: innovative, swift, bright, just like before, expertise, similar to previous, what works all the way. Because followers want to follow big brands, here's an example of a sentence that might appeal to followers. To keep ahead of the digital curve, Shell, S&P Global, and BMW are embracing MOOCs to train staff in emerging technologies. Controller. Support arguments with pure facts. The controller is the last type of reader. The way you write to controllers is similar to the way you write to thinkers and skeptics. Controllers are uncertain and insecure, so you need to focus on pure facts and analysis in your arguments to help controllers overcome their fears. Phrases to use to appeal to controllers: details, fact, reason, logic, power, handle, physical, grab. Keep them honest, make them pay. Just do it. Unless you know exactly what type of personality you need to target in your writing, adopting your persuasion tactics to only one decision-making style may alienate others. So how do you write content that appeals to the majority of readers? Include charts, graphs, tables, worksheets, and templates to appeal to readers who process information visually and value data over gut instinct. Search for data from trusted sources and support your arguments with evidence. This will give your materials more weight and will make it look substantial to an analytical reader. Create messages that appeal to your readers pains, fears, and desires, and show how your solution will make their lives better. Get to the point fast without wasting your readers' time. Answer all the questions you can think of and make sure you've covered all reasonable objections. Include real-life examples to support your arguments and show how other people or companies have dealt with the problem you're talking about. Leave some loose ends to let people explore them in the comments. Invite your readers to share their opinions. Make your text well organized and ordered so your readers could quickly find what they need. Remember, your reader is the one you are creating content for. To connect with them, you need to be able to code switch your writing style and voice. If you want to learn more about how to turn your readers into leads, check out my book From Reads to Leads. Go to my website, readstoleads.com, and buy the book or read the first chapter. I hope this video was helpful. I will see you next time with a new video. Thank you for watching. Я Катерина. Пока-пока.